Chrisean Rock returns to old church to basically sow the seed that was sown into her. And on the onset, that looks amazing. But me with my third eye, I see it for what it is. Is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. You hear me? You hear me? Yeah, look, y'all, let me tell y'all something. So I was scrolling down Instagram. You know, I be on the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked. You know, all of the top pages or whatever that be having the tea. And I just so happened to scroll past this video of Chrisean, or as somebody in my comments just called it on my last video, Chrisean Rock, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the person. I can't remember who you was, but shout out to you. I love the name. But listen, Chrisean has gone back to her church in Baltimore. Ain't that how y'all say it? B-more, Baltimore? You know, ain't that whatever? I think that's how y'all say it. But she went on back down to the church to this pastor. And from the story she told as she got up there and gave him a big wad of cash, you know, like the kind they gave in Coming to America. Yeah, that's what it was giving me when she pulled out the wad of cash and gave it down there to the preacher. Now, I have to be fair with my criticism and say what's real. I can't just keep it one-sided. And my fair criticism is, in her story, this man has sown a seed into her, I guess, back when she was allegedly broke. Because according to the older sister, China, they were not broke. Mama had houses, beach houses, 2 cars in the garage, but somebody lying somewhere. Either way, she said she went down there to the church house. She was hungry. She wanted to tithe. Some man gave her $5 and told her to go tithe. I don't know if the preacher it was, who somebody gave her $5 to tithe and ended up turning around giving the money back to her. So now she's turning back around, sending the money back to the church, to the man who took care of her, which is the pastor. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know this. I do not trust pastors. Let it be clear. I believe they are on the same level as your pimps. I believe that pastors are on the same level as your drug dealers. I believe pastors are on your same level as all the negative black stereotypes in our community. And I'm going to get to that at the end of this video. But I do not trust them, because I do know they will lay in bed with any single person or anybody that's going to either line their pockets and or make them look good. So let's get into this video of Chrisean telling a story about what done happened when she was younger and was broke. And now that she had pockets change, she decided to go ahead and sow that back into the church, and why I call BS. Let's take a look.
Up and I'm just a kid. I'm just like, I understand, but I don't understand, but I can feel the presence of God. And I didn't question it. I didn't ask why. Oh, why do you give him money, or why do people sow a seed at church? It's just the word of God. It's the truth. It's what you owe him. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry, my heart is pounding.
It's all right.
And I didn't have nothing to give. I didn't have nothing. And I was hungry. So I was, I was ready to go for real. But then, like, I was intrigued when tithes and offering came. Like, I was just ready. And I'm like, well, I wish I could pay tithes and offering. But I said it out loud. And it was a guy, like, I have $5. You want to go up and walk it to him? I was like, sure. So then I took his $5. I looked at it. I was like, this could be some McDonald's money. But then I was like...
You said what?
It could be some McDonald's money. I was hungry.
It could be some McDonald's money.
I was always hungry as a kid. I don't know. So I'm like, okay, Lord, let's go. So then I went up and I tried to hurry back to my seat after giving him the $5. He like, come over here. And then I was like, yes. He's like, yes, what? And then I was like, yes. He's like, who? You don't have any manners? I was like, no. Then he like, yes, sir. I said, yes, sir. He was just like feeling me out, like, and then he just turned around and gave all the seeds that everybody was sowing the whole service.
All the money that people brought to me.
And then just...
I gave it to you.
Yeah, and then you asked me what I was going to do with it, and I was just like, I'm going to pay my tithes. But it was like a clear understanding. And I couldn't explain what it was. But it was so like, it was beautiful. I would never take that. I've always been a cheerful giver. I don't live in Maryland no more.
Yeah.
And
you need to be home. Yeah.
But yeah, I was just waiting for tithes and offering, and then he's about to exit out. Like, where's the tithes and offering at?
Oh wow! Don't be digging around, girl. I don't know what you got. I got mine too. Chrisean. What?
That's how you gave it to me.
Wait a minute. Hello, can you hear me now? Are you kidding me? Girl, are you sure?
Yeah, that's what the Lord put in my heart, so I'm gonna be obedient.
Okay, now let's clarify who this is for. This tithes and offering, or you laying it on me?
You gotta pay your tithes and offering.
I would have to pay my tithes and offering, but this could be your tithe. Let's make it your tithe.
I already did it though.
You already did what?
I paid my tithes and offering.
You pay your tithes and offering?
That was just cash in my pocket.
This is just cash? This is cash in your pocket? African American. Chrisean.
So you guys just saw that video, and like I said, I can't give criticism without giving any type of other introspect to basically point out a positive. I think it is absolutely wonderful and splendid that she went back to the church who basically helped her out when she was younger. I think that is amazing. I think that for that act within itself, she will be blessed because she was blessed as a child and she went back and blessed the band. I'm here for that. I don't have an issue with that. Actually, in this position, in this particular position, she's doing nothing wrong. She's actually doing what she's supposed to do as a child of God, right? And again, I'm not religious, so please don't take this as me being religious. I just know a lot about religion, right? So boom, she gives the man back this money on this stage. Everybody's cheering. I go to the Shade Room comments. It's 1,000,001 comments saying, oh, she's going to be blessed. Oh, she's going to be this. This is so wonderful. She's such a great person. I have a second view on her. All for us to forget that she said she unalived 3 babies and was trying to unalive this one at 5 months. We got to call a thing a thing. This is what I'm seeing. As a person with a degree in psychology, I'm not a psychologist, but I do have a little background on psychology. And understanding marketing and advertising, I understand what this is. Her image in the recent news, in the media, has been horrible. Do you hear me? Horribly. Not horrible, horribly. You know what I'm saying? That's some Spanish type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, how do you clean that up? The only way she cleans it up with all of her fans, she either cries or she prays, right? And I believe, listen, let me say this too before I go on. This abuse of acting as if, I ain't gonna say acting, let me take that back because I'm not in her body. But this abuse of emotionalism that she's using toward this audience via God, she's gonna have to answer to that. But nevertheless, look, she puts this out. Now everybody forgets all the horrible things she done said and done, all the people she done fought, all the pregnant women she done hit, all the other women she done hit. She got this thing going on with Woe Vicky. Woe Vicky trying to sue her ass. I don't know if y'all saw that, but Woe Vicky trying to sue her. All of the negative things, no, this is what the people know. This is what the powers that be and the people who run this world know. Black people are very emotional. We act off emotion. We vote off of emotion. We live by emotion. We respond off of emotion. We die by emotion. Everything we do is emotion driven. It's all emotion driven. And what Chrisean is doing is basically playing housekeeper, sweeping up her image, because remember, we all think she's a horrible person for turning around, fighting her sister, getting her sister jumped, trying to unalive a baby, an unborn baby at 5 months, doing all of this negative stuff with Blueface. We all think she's just not a good person. So what does she do? Go down there to the church house, get the videotape, and then send it out to us. Now, this is the gag. If you think the preacher ain't in on it, you lost too. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the preacher. Now, here's what we know about the black church and the black community. The black church is the staple in the black community. It gives nothing to the community by and large. Don't come up here talking about what your church do. I'm saying by and large. It gives nothing back to the community, yet it sucks it dry, selling it all hopes and dreams to the doggone people down at the bottom who will probably never get their head above water. Keeping your head above water. That's what they do, right? So what we do know, and what politicians, especially the clear ones, know, is that they can just go head on down to the Baptist church, say a little yin, 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 and win everybody over. Why? Because everybody is basically moved and builded by the black church. And who is in charge of the black church? The black pastor. And what does he do? Make money under the table, take his little coins under the table, have these people come on these world stages, sell y'all dreams that will never come true for the majority of us. Let's just keep it a stack. And then we just go on about our business, and we believe that paying a tithe and offering and coincidentally getting something good happening in return is strictly based on that tithe and offering you gave. And oh, by the way, you better not miss a tithe and offering and happen to croak, because if you do, they ain't burying you. I'm just trying to tell you what's up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, nevertheless, I'm saying all that to say, what better place for Chrisean to repair her image than the Baptist church? Look, who do we see in this doggone video right here? That was a Reverend Warnock, who's now your senator. All these people are in bed together. If you don't think this was a scheme tide setup, then you are truly lost. This is what they do. This is what people do. Now, if you super religious and this ain't your church, there's no need to jump up in the comments saying this ain't my church, not my pastor, not my pastor, not my pastor. Because you know, the girls love idolizing their pastor, even though the Bible says you're not supposed to. Don't put no other man before me. That's what they said. That's what they said the Bible said. That's what they said. But ultimately, the way y'all be, you know, idolizing the pastors and whatnot, I have a couple of questions and comments and concerns, but that's neither here nor there. This is why we are here. We are here because Chrisean has strategically, I don't think it's her, because I don't think Chrisean is this smart. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think she's this smart. I think she's actually rather slow, to be honest, to be completely honest, especially if she's number 11 of 12. I'm pretty sure her mammy was of older age when she pushed out Chrisean, and Chrisean might have a little, you know, downs or something. I don't know. I just don't get, you know, she's fully, you know, there. You know, I just feel like she might be a little sugar short of the Kool-Aid, if it makes sense. But anyway, I believe Chrisean's team put together this scheme to get back into black people's good graces, and it worked. All she had to do was go down there to the doggone church house and sow a seed, allegedly. I wish y'all could see my quotation fingers. I'm sorry. All she had to do was go down there and sow a seed, and everybody who has something negative to say about her has automatically turned into positive. It's so obvious. It's literally so obvious. People are literally praising this girl for giving tithes and offering. Now, let's talk about tithes and offering within itself. The origination of tithes and offerings per the Bible, allegedly, this what they said. This ain't what I said. This what they said. The origin of tithes and offering was to give 10% of your, back then, earnings or things that you possess, such as cattle. It could be anything of that nature. 10% was what it was. In today's world, where mega churches are basically sucking the black community dry, they are taking not only the 10%, but other things. They asking for the offerings into the thousands of dollars. All this money that the Most High God will never see, because guess what? He don't operate off of money. To be completely honest, he said he don't even like the churches, that he wants y'all to get up out of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't want to hear that. I ain't trying to preach this one. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a publicity stunt, fact. The tithes and offering, there's no need on a spiritual or religious level. I say a religious level. There's no need for Chrisean to go up there in front of this world stage and hand this man the big wad of cash, other than to change your minds about the way she is, and basically give her repentance to go back and do the same stuff over and over again, because Chrisean is not going to change. I mean, no time soon. She's going to continue to have a nasty, disgusting behavior. And then she's going to continue to get online, crying and praying with the gospel music in the background. I am here. You don't have to worry. I'm niggas, yeah. You know, she gonna be praying and crying and snotting and praying, and y'all gonna be saying, oh, bless that poor baby. Not even realizing that you only doing that because number one, you are swayed by the quote unquote gospel, and two, you swayed by her light skin and she looked like a baby. Let's talk about it. Because if Suki Hana had exhibited the same behavior, matter of fact, screw it. Suki Hana does exhibit the same behavior, not the fighting, outside of the fighting, but the same grotesque behavior, and y'all don't let Suki Hana get a breath. But Chrisean, oh, she gonna be all right. This is why we rooting for her. See, this is why we be letting all her behavior slide, because you know she young. Aren't we all? Y'all gotta be strong now. Y'all got to be strong because they playing in y'all face. It's almost like I understood why the movie They Clone Tyrone went over 99.9% of niggas' head. Do you understand me? Oh, and by the way, before I get out here too, just because somebody shares your skin don't make them you. All skin folk ain't kin folk. Your grandma and them used to say that. You know why they say that? Because see, this is how we get duped. And I'm about to just get a little political right here. Not even just political. I'm just about to get real with y'all. This is how we get duped. We see somebody who share our skin color, a.k.a. Barack Obama, a.k.a. Kamala Harris, a.k.a. all these Ben Crump. Oh, he's another one. And we automatically assume, because we on this Pan-African king consciousness bullshit, that they are us and we are them. Let me just say this too. The only way I hate that. Let me just say this. Let me back up. A lot of people do not like using the word nigga. Understood. If you feel like, you know, it's offensive, whatever, I use it. My whole family use it. I'm going to continue to use it because I, in my opinion, feel like it is our only real identifier. Because remember, they keep changing our name. Negro, African American, you know, Black American. Every 30, 40 years, they changing our name, child. So I feel, in my opinion, because guess what? Ain't no African gonna say that they nigga. Ain't no Jamaican gonna say that they nigga. Ain't none of them people across them islands or over there on them other continents gonna claim nigga but us. So I feel like that's an identifier. So with that being said, I'm saying this. Just because they look like us don't mean they are us or for us. Kamala is Indian and Jamaican. Obama is Nigerian and German. They ain't nigga, okay? Stop letting... I'm Ben Crump African. No shade to the Africans. Shout out to my Pan-African people, but I'm talking about niggas right now. No shade, but listen to me and listen to me good. Stop letting these people play in y'all face because they doing it really, really well and y'all not even catching on. And what the powers that be knows is that black people, niggas especially, you know what I'm saying? But black people all across the diaspora move off of emotion. So what do? Put you a church down there in your neighborhood, give you a full of doggone emotions that you ain't gonna probably never really truly fulfill. You're gonna get some satisfaction, but for the most part, you ain't gonna get all that stuff you down there praying to that man for while he over here sleeping with this one in the front pew and getting drugs from that one in the back pew and sliding and cleaning money under the table for the drug deal around the corner and then taking money from the politicians so they can come in there and sell you a vote. Listen, Lindas. And listen, Leonards, in my Key Carroll voice. Listen, Lindas, and listen, Lindas. They are playing in your face. Don't fall for the hype. I get it. You like Chrisean. Shout out to Chrisean if she got fans in my comment section. If you come in my comment section windmilling, I'm telling you now, I'm throwing bows. But hear me out. If y'all believe that her paying this tithes literally erases the degenerate, negative, degradative, horrible, just worst of all worst, low of all lows image that black women can have across the world, let alone the diaspora. If you think her giving this tithes and offering is going to completely wash that away, or if you going to get in my comments with the windmilling and hollering, well, it's a start, she young, it's a start, then you are a Tyrone. Do you understand me? You are a clone. They said, I didn't say it, but they said that 2/3 of us ain't gonna make it. And you know what? If you in my comments windmilling behind this, you might be part of that 2/3. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you is. I don't know. I ain't the most high. I'm just saying you might be. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get up here and talk my ish, you know, and tell y'all about how Chrisean playing in y'all face. Because she ain't playing in mine, because I see through it. I understand marketing and advertising. And one thing we know about niggas Black people, but niggas in general, we love a good emotion. That's why we go to church. That's why we sing, praise him. That's why we do all of that stuff, because it feels good. But we the only people on this planet that don't get nothing for our feelings, yet we thrive off of them. Make it make sense. I'm spitting right now. I feel like I'm spitting right now. Girl, y'all better stop acting crazy. Jump down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. If you're gonna windmill respectfully, please. Because I know how y'all get. If you're gonna windmill respectfully, and I will respond dropping bowls respectfully, okay? Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this video. And the man talking about African Americans. He meant to say niggas. That's what he meant to say, but y'all don't like that word for the most part. Anyway, yeah, drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on TikTok. All Voodoo Doll TV platforms is in there. Got a Discord and all of that. And sir, there's a special place in Hades for you and all other pastors like you who got the Masonic stuff going in the maternity. Look at me, not maternities, fraternity. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Drop down in the comments and I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.